Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bow and Arrow Tarot and the first ever episode of the Virgo Love Chronicles. So this is Virgo Love and Their Lover, and I have Virgo right here bringing her energy. And oops, my light just went out. Just to say that today is the first episode of the love reading. So this is going to be a reading into a love connection that you have with someone, right? Now, this could be a current love connection, a new love connection, an ex, right? Or one that recently broke up. Whatever the case may be, it's a definite connection that you have with someone, okay? And so we're going to be pulling cards for you and your person. This isn't going to resonate with everyone, of course. And so if it doesn't, just leave it on the table. If it does, please enjoy whatever insight that you can glean from it. And of course, this is going to resonate for anybody who has Virgo in their chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mars. Cross watchers, you're here too. So let's get right into Virgo and their person. First, I'll pull your cards. Virgo. Seven of Swords, Page of Swords, Sun energy, and the Fool. And your person is High Priestess, the Devil, Chariot, and Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you have Eight of Wands also. So, Eight of Wands energy, a lot of confusion coming in, a lot of commotion, a lot of sort of mixed messages, I'm going to say, coming in. We'll get back to that bottom of the card. And, of course, we're going to go deeper with clarifiers and more cards. So, right now, let's just take a basic look at what's going on here with this connection. Your person has a lot of strong energy with them. And, but you, Virgo, it's going to be a little bit of a tough one because you're coming in this week with some really sort of, I'm going to say, it's not shadow, but it's some energy that's base, right? You're trying to cut some corners, all right? This week, you're trying to cut some corners. You're trying to find a quicker way to get to something that is you're not going to get to by cutting corners. You're not going to get there a quick way, right? There is, I want to say, some games being played here. Now, of course, Virgo, mind you, these readings couldn't be vice versa. Of course, I always say that. But this energy is an energy of a game player, a trickster, someone who's trying to get over. And this is your card. This is your energy coming in. Your person is coming in with High Priestess. They're really seeing everything that's going on. They're tapping right into their gut, their intuition. That's the card. That's, High Priestess is the queen of intuition and seeing what's happening and understanding what's happening. I'm going to say that they can tell that you're up to some games, right? They can tell that you're up to some games. And as we go further, how do you guys see each other? They see you as the devil. So something's definitely going on. You're doing something. And I'm not saying the games are necessarily to do with any third party energy per se. I'm saying, let's put it to you this way, Virgo. You may be getting up to some behaviors that you'd rather keep private, that you don't want them to know about. Darker. Because they can feel that energy from you. You may be straying into areas of your life that you perhaps weren't supposed to stray into. People, places, things, maybe previous sort of behaviors, habits, right? Things like that. But there's definitely something that you're doing this week and your person knows all about it and they're feeling quite dark about it. They see your dark side coming out. You, on the other hand, you see your person as somebody who, they're not being as hard on you as perhaps they need to be, right? They're absolutely, they don't want to tell you the hard truths. Your person can see all of this going on, but they don't want to tell you anything. They don't want to say much. They want to keep it to themselves. They're trying to keep it to themselves, right? They're putting their head down. They're working. We're going to need some clarification on this one. So you think, Virgo, I think you're feeling like you're getting away with stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're doing things you're not supposed to be doing. Let's keep it real. You're doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing. And your person sees it, but they're not going to tell you anything. They're not saying anything to you about it. You may even think you may believe that they don't know, but they do. They absolutely do know. They're just not talking to you about it. And in terms of this relationship, you still think everything is fine and dandy. They may be making some plans to go somewhere else. First of all, let's look at that energy over here. Sun is coming out again and the world. Interesting. Something is there. Clarity. The sun brings clarity. You're doing stuff almost out in the open. Right? You're getting up to something almost out in the open. It's very cavalier. They can see you. Ace of Wands is there. It's some new stuff that you're up to. Again, I want to say, at first I want to say it's not involving third-party energy, but it's definitely some shady stuff, right? There's some shadiness going on. And it's something new that you're bringing in. You may not even see how shady it is. Eight of Cups energy. Wow, walking away. This might be the final straw. Listen, for some of you, you may be playing the field, okay? Ace of Wands is, this is why I backtrack a little bit, because for some of you, the message out here is that you're absolutely playing the field, but it's not like it's third party, one person energy. It's just playing the field, because the Ace of Wands is the great phallic symbol of the deck. Oftentimes it can come in to a reading where we're talking about pure carnal lust, you know what I mean? Just sex, pure sex, So it can be that you are getting up to your old ways, because here we have an energy of your person wanting to turn their back. They may have had enough. Yeah, they've done this with you. They've been around this block with you before. I want to say they've been around this block with you before, and right now they see it so clearly, but you're still kind of in your bag, Virgo. You still believe that you can get away with it. You still believe that they don't notice, mostly because they're very quiet in terms of their conversation. They don't say much about it. You're dealing with somebody who really keeps a lot of their feelings close to the chest. All right, and so they're not talking as much as perhaps they need to let you know that, hey, Virgo, I see you. But sip of water. They do see you, Virgo. I'm really thirsty tonight. They do see you, and they're very quietly thinking about just saying I've had enough. Walking away energy here. Chariot and Eight of Cups. Walking away. They know, and they're not there for it. They also are prepared to put all the work they have to into making a change, a shift, moving on, moving away. Oops, hang on a second. A lot of cards just fell out. One moment. Wow. Those cards just went everywhere, folks. Sorry about that. That's some energy there. All right, let me get back to it. Wow, let's pull some more cards on this one. Damn. Very rare for my cards to fly all over like that. There's a new love energy coming in for them. That's the message. Four of Swords. You're stepping back. Queen of Wands. They've had enough. Wow, that's the Queen. My Queen of Wands it's got a corner gone, which is a testament to how strong the Queen is. How many things that she has to go through to get where she's at. Can I get this camera to focus on her at all? I love this Queen. In any case, Queen of Wands is strong, fiery energy. She's gone through the fire so many times, and she comes out stronger each time forward. So it makes perfect sense that that's the one card in my deck that's actually like damaged, but still going strong, right? Listen, your person has found new love with somebody. You're busy over here doing stuff, and you're really proud of yourself. I'm sorry, sometimes these readings are tough, right? But you are. There's a feeling that you're not taking it serious, right? I think you maybe have dabbled in something and you really didn't take it very serious. You really didn't sort of like think that it would be a big deal. Maybe you've gotten away with this before in the past with this person, but they're not there for it. And one of the main reasons they're not there for it is because somebody else, there you go, there's a full 180 change for you. Somebody else has come in and swooped your Virgo up. Not your Virgo. You're Virgo. Somebody's come in and swooped your person up. Okay. Scorpio energy is there. That's his card for Scorpio. So some of you have Scorpio energy. You may be dealing with somebody who's a Scorpio. But Ace of Cups, full change. Your person is quietly, I'm going to say, quietly moving on with somebody else. A lot of mixed signals coming in, and I believe these mixed signals are for you. You're not really sure. You're going to take a moment over this next couple of weeks. You're going to be pulling back and taking a moment to say, hang on a second, what's really going on here? And then clarity is going to come in for you. The sun has been reaffirmed with the clarifier here in this reading, because Virgo, you're about to go through a great sort of not epiphany, but a great moment of realization. And this always happens when you are used to getting away with certain things in life, or acting a certain way, or living a certain way, and it's always sort of benefited you. It's always worked out. And it's continued to sort of give you a sense of confidence that it will continue to work out. But here we see, I'm going to move these up in preparation for more cards, pulling oracles. But here, the realization that is going to come in for you, Virgo, is that it doesn't always work out. And that sometimes people don't continue to put up with it. And that sometimes, no matter how confident you are, all of your games are visible. People can see them. Right? They can see you doing them. You yourself may be inside this bubble where you're just self-reflecting all of your information, and you don't realize that outside the bubble where the rest of the world is, they can all see you. They can all see your antics and your games, and there's nothing that you're really hiding from anyone. And this seems to be a case of this right now. Now, I know that this is a difficult thing to hear, but ultimately the realization that comes in for you is going to start you on a new path. Fool is there. You will be starting, excuse me, you will be starting on a new path. This is going to, this wake-up call here, because your person is leaving, and if you have any genuine love for them, which I don't see a lot of love here anyway, to be fair, Virgo, it's not like you're dying to keep them. The behavior that you're exhibiting is not one of sort of safeguarding the relationship. There's a lot of ego here. You don't want to be broken up with, or, like that. But if you're playing games to begin with, then already there's a fracture here. But I think what's going to hit you is the fact that they have the audacity to leave you. Oh, they're really leaving? They really saw what I was doing? Oh my God, I really didn't get away with it? And this is kind of almost like was meant to happen. This was a time for this was world energy. This is karma kind of coming in and really shaking you up, so that you learn kind of a lesson here. Your person is absolutely moving away. There's a huge change. They might be, and you will, for some of you, you're resonating with this. I know it's difficult, but again, to hear, but that's what it is. It is what it is. If it doesn't resonate, great, but if it does, then, listen, these are not cold, hard truths. These are just aspects. Things can always be turned around. You can always turn around. If you see this, you're resonating with this, and you're realizing, oh my God, something is slipping through my fingers because I've been acting childish or immature. I've been up to my old games that I know I shouldn't be playing. You have the ability to change that and turn that around. Right? This is just the energy that's here that's letting you know what's in the air for you, for some of you this week. And so this change that your person is going through, you may find them suddenly working a lot more. They may be suddenly picking up shifts. Okay, why are they doing this? Because one, they're working to get money to get out of this connection they have with you. If you guys live together, or if they need to do something to move away or to change something. You're going to be seeing less and less and less of them, and that's what's going to be very confusing for you. And at some point, you're going to pull away and really think about it, and you're going to get some information that comes in that lets you know what's going on. Let's pull some animal spirits. Virgo, it's a lesson. We all like at some point, many of us, I'll put it to you this way, many of us have played games different times in our lives, thought we could get away with something, tested the fire, played with fire. But sometimes in love, specifically in love, when you try those games and you play those games, sometimes, hey, you played a game, you have to take the loss too. You don't always win. And in any game that you play of the heart like this, there is no win. There's always eventually a loss. Let's pull these two. Yeah, the buffalo. Wow. And the phoenix. Buffalo is earth energy. Extremely old and wise. The buffalo is very sort of, can survive anything, but really has a wisdom about it. You know, the buffalo knows how to connect to the mind, to the body, to the spirit. It's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful energy in terms of getting in touch. But here, walking the walk, the buffalo spirit, I feel like is very much embodying your person. They are connecting their spirit with the earth, with their I'm gonna say physicality, right? They know what's going on. They feel it in their spirit. Their intuition is revving very high, and they know what's going on. And that wisdom and understanding, they're using that to ground themselves and do what they need to do to move on in prosperity. So they're working, they're making moves, you know what I'm saying? And some of you may be addicts, Virgo. You may be addicts. You may have, you may have started using again. You may have fallen off the wagon again. For some of you, it will be that kind of thing. When I say playing games, you're playing games with fire like that. And your person is absolutely aware of what's happening, even though you may believe, you may be trying to fool them and perhaps fool yourself, but they see what's going on and they are using the wisdom of what they know, their gut feeling and all of their experience with them to ground themselves and make the wise decisions. So buffalo energy is hard here. Phoenix energy, animal spirit of rebirth, okay? The animal, listen, this is not an animal, this is a spirit of ether, right? So we have earth, fire, water, and air, but we also have ether when it comes to animal spirits. And the phoenix is all about death and rebirth, being reborn again after absolutely exercising all your demons. And again, I want to say this wake-up call is going to be just that for you, a wake-up call. Because you're going to lose someone out of this. If you continue down this path, you're losing somebody out of this. And I would say that very much this love interest is already coming in. This love interest can't be stopped from coming in. How they react to it, depending on their feelings about you, is another thing. But this love connection is coming in for them. That's an action, that is happening. But I suspect that they've had enough and they will be turning their back and moving on. And it will be a complete separation. It will be a complete, and that's why I feel spirit of air, spirit of alchemy, and spirit of the moon. That's why I'm feeling like for some of you, Virgo, you're dealing with issues of addiction, any kind of addiction, whether it be drugs, alcohol, gambling, sex, addiction to shopping, whatever the addiction is. It's a toxic one, and your person is seeing the signs. For some of you, that's the special message. Spirit of air is coming in, clarity, awareness, truth, right? It's coming in for you. You have spirit of alchemy coming in as well, and spirit of the moon. I already know they're not going to focus because they're dark cards. Spirit of the moon, cycles, visions, and dreams, right? So, yes, you may be getting a sixth sense, you may be knowing what's coming down. You've been through this before. To a certain degree, this is a cycle because for sure, some of you, if you're resonating with this and you've already been down this road, you know what's happening, right? You know what's coming next. And then we have spirit of alchemy, manifesting skill, transmutation. Again, this is a reading for Virgo love and their lover. And yes, you always have the ability to transmute, to change what's happening and turn it completely into something positive, to stop, going down that toxic road that you're going down, right? To stop all of this. There's always time for that, but that spirit of alchemy is there. The opportunity is there because you're given right now in any scenario like this, you're being given a choice. You're being given a choice. And so it's up to you what you're going to choose. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here at that. This is your reading, Virgo, your first ever episode of the Virgo Love Chronicles. This was a tough reading. And if it resonated for you, I hope it did give you some insight and some clarity on some things and helped you over the next few weeks in this situation. If it did not resonate, that's fine. Just leave it there. It wasn't for you. And that's it, guys. Next week we'll be back for the second episode of the Virgo Love Chronicles at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time next Thursday. But for right now, I'm going to sign off and say thank you so much for coming to Bow and Arrow Tarot. Virgo, I wish you and your lover love, life, and happiness. And I hope to see you guys at your next reading. Bye bye now.